Man, these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Grant.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, being all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. They've got Jaylen Brown, Edgecombe out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Barlow in at the 4 spot. Now here's White. There's the screen. Back to Pritchard, 6 to shoot. The 3-ball. Hauled in by Brown. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him what he told his guys before going up against Joel Embiid, and he said, quote, "I told them to get into him. Always get a hand up and do your best to guard without fouling. Embiid excels at baiting defenders, but we can't afford to give him free points at the line." BA, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Pritchard, following that last 3-pointer by Philadelphia. George outside. The 3 is up. Barlow grabs a miss. Now Philadelphia with it. On the attack, Embiid. It's stolen by Tatum. And here's the fast break. And here they go. The kick out to White. It's picked off. To the inside. Tatum with a steal. And here comes the break. Pritchard, the pass to Keita. And he jams it home with authority.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Pass to Brown. And he drains the quick shot.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
White for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
I mean, every game against this team is so important. That's how it is in a divisional race.
Now here's Brown. Screen by Embiid. Shot clock at 6. That 3's off the mark.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Pritchard against Maxey. Pritchard gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Brown. Embiid from outside. Drops in the 3.
Yeah, we know Embiid can do it one-on-one, but the catch-and-shoot jumper is showing his versatility.
Keita, pass to Tatum. Down low. Keita gets the bucket. Keita's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Brown with it, now guarded by White. Embiid's got space. It's rebounded by George.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Maxey. Pass to Embiid. To the middle. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
George passes to Pritchard. Tatum a screen on Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Up top, White. 4-3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Now here's Embiid. Pass to Maxey. It's Brown on the wing. George defending. George against Brown with the fadeaway. Tatum pulls it in.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So Boston ends up going with a new group. And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. Fifth, Anthony Simons.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
Philadelphia has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Back to Brown. Philadelphia moving it around.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Now here's Hauser, defended by Brown. Conley against Maxey. Pass to Robinson. 4 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Boyd. Pass to Brown. Six on the shot clock. Fader on the way. Again, Philadelphia.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Now here's Hauser, defended by Brown. Hauser passes to Conley. He shoots it. Joel Embiid with the board.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Outside, Brown. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Conley grabs the miss. Boston trails by 6. On the wing, Hauser. Back to Conley. Inside, here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Boyd. He's guarded by Conley. Brown, a screen on Conley. Launches a 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Philadelphia on top, up by 4. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Philadelphia.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Taking a look at Philadelphia, they've got Joel Embiid. Dean Wade is out there with Anthony Simons, and it's Bona in at the power forward position. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, "It's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all that stuff, but it'll still work." Brian, back over to you.
Trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. Simons finds Embiid. No good on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
To the paint. Here's Garza. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Well, Conley has always been a reliable playmaker. He knows how to set a guy up.
Here's Boyd. No points so far. Pass to Simons. 15. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Kicks it to George. Garza passes to Conley. And here's George. He's covered by Simons. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. And Brown has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Brown. Off target from three-point range.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Kicks it to George. Jacks up a three. Gets the three to fall. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Conley finds George. Back to Conley. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Edgecombe. Now Embiid. And here's Brown. He's got 6. Count it. 8 points for Jaylen Brown.
JB showing off those handles. That was a weakness of his early on. Now it's strength.
Tatum from long range. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 3rd assist of the night. Left side, Brown. Here's Wade, hounded by Tatum. Pass to Embiid. Embiid, a screen on George. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Robinson with a steal. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Brown. The kick out to Conley. Here's Robinson. Here's George. And Boston again with the bucket.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Brown. Embiid, a screen on George. Now here's Embiid. Here's the 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And here's Conley from the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Philadelphia trails by 7. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a 1-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Bonham, outside Maxey. Pass to Brown. Clock at 6. To end the run. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one. Boston leading by 5. White with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Now Tatum.
2 minutes remaining.
To the inside. Tatum. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Working for high percentage looks, trying to chip away at this deficit here.
Boston shooting their first foul shot of the night. Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Bona, and Barlow's subbed in for Wade.
Give me a break. You got this. Here we go.
A minute 58 left in the first half. Outside, Brown. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 4 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Second shot opportunity. Hauser outside. Takes a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 5 assists in the game.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Ball coming, ball coming.
Fades and shoots. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Pritchard. Fires for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Embiid. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game.
They need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
To the middle. Tipped. Lays out. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Ball goes to Philadelphia.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
White, the pass to Pritchard. There's 18 seconds left in the second. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Pass to Barlow.
Come on, hit that, man.
Here's Embiid. There's the 3. No good on the shot. And so it's Boston closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
And as we welcome...
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something and
Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
Yeah, they're both smart-driven, extremely talented. They've been putting on a show, man.
taking control individually and as the leaders of their teams. We are watching greatness.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Wow, it's been quite a game for Jaylen Brown.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Boston leading by 11. Jason Tatum out there with Paul George. Then it's Derek White. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Queta in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Pass to George. Brown against Tatum. With the teardrop. Can't get it to fall. And Brown has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They trail by 11. Ball's going up the court. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Bruising his way to a bucket. Tatum wanted it, and he got it.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. 5th best, Boston.
Well, they played great defense last season. They had great rim protection, and they were very disruptive.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Brown.
I got him.
Brown. Oh! Wow. Get out the way!
Goodness!
Get out the way!
Awesome.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Outside White. Now here's George, defended by Brown. Outside Tatum. That won't go either for Tatum.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
And he trims the lead to single digits.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
It's Tatum working inside.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Maxey with a screen on White. Outside, Brown. Driving inside. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
And over time, we've seen Brown ease into accepting more responsibility on offense. He's now a dangerous scorer.
George against Brown. 6 to shoot. Now here's George. He has 7. The kick to Tatum. Fires the 3.
That's all you. Out, out. Don't forget the clock.
They shoot again. Oh, Tatum takes the contact.
I mean, what composure from Tatum, finding his shot on his terms despite the shot clock.
Hey, yo, right here, right here.
Brown against George. Brown inside. 14 points for him. And Boston pushing it up now. Tatum, good.
And after a lackluster first half, he's playing with a lot more energy now. Sometimes it takes that break to reset.
They set a pick.
Screen.
Brown against George. Shot from the wing. Another shot. Here's Embiid. Down low. Embiid puts it in.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Coming out of the court, it's your Boston Answer.
Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And we've got a moment here to check out just how the points have been divided between the starters and the bench for Philadelphia. Here's Pritchard. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time. Ryan, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Embiid, a screen on White. Back to Embiid. And it's Embiid again missing. Boston leading by 11. White, the pass to Queta. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to George. The kick out to White. Fires from deep. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Embiid, a screen on George. Right side Brown. Pulls it from the corner. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Pritchard. George scanning the floor. Here's Queta, defended by Brown. There's Tatum with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Philadelphia trails by 17. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. White against Simons. Shoots over White. Queta pulls it in. Boston on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Bona comes in for Barlow, and it's Wade in for Brown. Simons outside. Pass to Embiid. That one's good from the corner. Embiid's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Screen by Embiid. Maxey passes to Embiid. Oh, Embiid punishing the basket.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Outside Tatum. Rebound by Philadelphia. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. The 3. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Embiid's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Jaylen Brown is out there with Dean Wade. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Bona in at the center position. Boston leading by 12. And here's Conley. George in the post. Brown's there. George's shot is off.
and the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Here's Brown. Ooh, nice D from George. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Robinson. It's George on the wing, defended by Brown. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night, but despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
Yeah, taking over this one in effortless fashion. When Brown is cooking like this, keep working the ball to him.
Conley looking for an opening. George against Brown. George passes to Conley. For three. Great D that time from Simons. Philadelphia trails by 10. Pass to Brown. Here's Bona. Robinson defending. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, as his career has progressed, Brown's really improved his playmaking. Credit to him for putting in the work.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, "You're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work." Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Friday, they'll be taking on Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Here's Edgecombe. He's guarded by Conley. There's Tatum with the three. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Tatum's got 19 points. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Oh, Robinson with a block. Some room here for George with nobody on him. He buries that jumper.
And that's the versatility of George. He does it from long range, mid-range, and at the rim.
Here's Boyd. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Brown. On the take. Here's Barlow. Lets the three fly. Philadelphia with another miss. Boston leading by 13. Now Conley. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Robinson, a screen on Brown. And a big finish by Robinson.
Passing out of a pick and roll. Tatum's such a good decision maker. You want the ball in his hands.
Robinson with a steal. And here they come. Here's Gonzalez. Off the mark there with a three. Philadelphia trails by 15. Brown passes to Barlow. Can they get it? And the layup is good.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
Outside Tatum. Barlow grabs a miss.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's the pass to Brown. Takes it inside, and he slams it down.
Hey, anytime you're guarding Brown, you have to account for his acceleration.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Celtics.
Boston timeout call.
They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
On the court is your hype squad. The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, back.
Both teams will make substitutions. White. No good from three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, BA. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around, because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 picks, your lottery guys, they're going to come out. But the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
And Embiid drops them both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Brown against George. In the corner, Tatum. Puts it up from 17. Embiid there for the rebound. Philadelphia trails by 9. Now it's Maxey.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Screen by Embiid. Tosses it up. Yes! Locked in on the J.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Watch the screen.
Yes, sir! It's good!
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Embiid, high post. Here's the pass to Brown. 5 to shoot. It's tipped, and they'll get another chance. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. Boston leading by 9. Here's Keita. And it's blocked by Embiid.
You can see why Embiid owns the inside. He's just so physical.
Maxey fires. Oh, he misses the deep 3. Boston has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's a pass to Tatum. Oh, stolen by Embiid. It's stolen by Tatum. Pritchard against Maxey. Outside George. Here's Pritchard. George outside. Tatum.
Yeah, from the moment he entered the league, Tatum's shown so many different moves. A polished offensive force.
At the line for your Celtics, Jason Tatum, taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And so Tatum nails both of them.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal. At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
So we see Boston get the win here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Please make sure you get on.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Jason, congrats on the win. How do you prepare yourself to carry such a big scoring load for this team?
Just a lot of hard work. You know, my teammates trusting me and vice versa. So, you know, we do a good job whoever is hot, you know, getting them the ball, and then just making the right play, whatever it is.
That's what's great about this team. It could be anybody's night. Thanks, Jason.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now, time for our player of the game, Jason Tatum.